Imagine having a blueprint so unique. It's like a fingerprint, but even more intricate. This blueprint holds the code to your eye color, your height, even your risk of certain diseases. This blueprint, dear listeners, is called DNA. DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is a molecule that contains the instructions an organism needs to develop, live, and reproduce. These instructions are found inside every cell and are passed down from parents to their children. In every cell in your body, there lies a nucleus, the control center of the cell. Inside the nucleus, there are 46 chromosomes, arranged in 23 pairs. One from each pair comes from your mother, and the other comes from your father. It's like getting a set of recipe books, one from each parent, containing the ingredients that make you, you. Now you might wonder, why do you have certain traits from your mother and some from your father? Or perhaps, why do you have your grandmother's eyes or your grandfather's laugh? That's because DNA works in mysterious ways. Each trait is influenced by several genes, and each gene can come from either parent. It's a bit like shuffling a deck of cards. You never know which card you'll draw. But it's not just about physical traits. Diseases can also travel down the family tree. Some diseases, like cystic fibrosis or sickle cell anemia, are caused by changes or mutations in a single gene. If a parent carries the mutated gene, they can pass it on to their child. But fear not, not everything is set in stone. While you can't change the DNA you're born with, you can influence how your genes work. Scientists call this epigenetics. Factors like diet, stress, or exposure to toxins can turn genes on or off. It's like having a light switch for each gene. It's also important to note, humans don't have the same number of genes. In fact, we have fewer genes than a grain of rice. But it's not about the quantity, but the complexity of how our genes interact. Our genes don't work in isolation. They interact with each other and the environment. They turn on and off, increase or decrease their activity in response to what's happening around us. Amazingly enough, our genes can even carry memory from our ancestors. Think of it as a diary written by your great-great-great-grandparents, telling your body how to respond to certain situations. To wrap up, here are 5 fascinating facts about DNA. 1. If you stretched out the DNA in one cell, it would be about 6 feet long. 2. The human genome contains 3 billion base pairs of DNA. 3. Over 99.9% of DNA sequences are the same between people. 4. Humans share 98% of their DNA with chimpanzees. And 5. The first complete human genome was sequenced in 2003. DNA is like the ultimate biography, a story written in a language only cells can understand. It's the story of you, written in the language of life. Thank you for joining this journey into the world of DNA. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more enlightening discussions.